When Microsoft handed Take-Two a sizable money hat to make the first two chapters of DLC for Grand Theft Auto 4 an Xbox exclusive, those who weren't outraged were wondering what the downloadable content could be. Would it be new missions, more weapons and vehicles, or perhaps new multiplayer modes? Well, the first batch of GTA 4 DLC is here, and I'm quite pleased to say that The Lost and Damned is all of these things and more.
I've changed. And you know what, Chad? You changed me. Gentlemen, shall we get the fuck out of here?
The game's story is quite different from that of Nico's. Rather than having an Eastern European immigrant trying to create a life for himself in Liberty City, The Lost and Damned stars Johnny, the vice president of a biker gang called The Lost. The game starts with the gang's leader getting out of jail and stirring up trouble by being reckless and getting into more fights than he can handle. Controversy ensues, and the story continues from there.
No!
Where is my bike?
Speak, you ugly fuck! Okay, listen. The Angels of Death took it to their place in Northwood.
What the fucking
That's all
Angels
I know.
of Death?
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you!
It's definitely not as interesting as Nico's story, but then again, it would be pretty hard to top that. The amazing thing is that Johnny's story runs parallel and sometimes intersects with Nico's, and there are several instances where your eyes are widened by a feeling of, so that's how that happened.
So, Johnny boy, where's my bike?
You know where it is.
Let me rephrase the question. Where the fuck is my bike, and where the fuck haven't you got it back for me?
Because you know where it is.
Are you deaf?
There have been several changes to the gameplay. The shooting and cover mechanic remain untouched. This is mostly a good thing, but when you gain the ability to call in backup from your gang, you'll wonder why you have to stand up to use your phone. This is especially frustrating when you're calling for backup because you're pinned down and behind cover. Rockstar has tweaked how the bikes handle to make it easier to drive and harder to fall off. This actually makes the player want to use bikes over cars, which I didn't think possible. New weapons such as the pipe bomb, sawed-off shotgun, and the immensely powerful street sweeper make appearances and help keep things feeling fresh.
Fuck these bitches! Get down, you prick! Fucking Semite!
My two biggest problems with the original Grand Theft Auto 4 was that at some points in the story, the missions began to feel repetitive, and there were no checkpoints aside from a single one in the last mission. Thankfully, both of these problems have been fixed. Almost all of the missions are completely different from each other, with a mission that has you gunning on the back of a bike with infinite ammo and no reloading standing above the crowd, and there are numerous checkpoints to cut down on previous frustrations. New multiplayer modes also make an appearance. The standout mode is the Chopper vs. Chopper, that has one player on a bike struggling to get through as many checkpoints as possible, and the other player in an invincible helicopter with pumped-up guns. Epic hilarity ensues. The game isn't without its fair share of problems, though. For one, the military helicopter has been removed from multiplayer free mode, which is a real bummer. That, and once you've completed the 8 or so hour-long story, you are left with a single safe house that isn't close to anything. ZIT, the song identification phone number you could dial in GTA 4 to get the ID of a song on the radio, will no longer save to your list of contacts, meaning that you have to manually dial the number anytime you want to know what a song is called. All of these problems could have been easily solved if Rockstar had set something up that let players import their Lost and Damned content into GTA 4 and let Nico have the new bikes and weapons. Sadly, this is not the case. In short, The Lost and Damned is definitely worth your $20. Many people say that it could have been sold as a standalone title. It could not. There are no new areas, and the new missions will only last you 7 or 8 hours. This is an expansion, nothing more. But Chopper vs. Chopper, the Street Sweeper, and Parallel Story make this a must-buy for any self-respecting Grand Theft Auto fan. GTA 4, The Lost and Damned, gets an A-.
I believe in this man.
Let's hope you don't live to regret that faith.
God works in mysterious ways.
And In this case, seems God is downright perverse. But I'll leave the salvation to you gentlemen.